final call for all best of breed winners in the working group. Will you please go to the collecting ring at the side of the resting show ring now? That's all best of breed winners in the working group.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final day of Leeds Championship Dog Show 2021. I hope you agree that it's great to be back in Harewood Park, lovely setting, nice big ring, and we're going to have a spectacular afternoon seeing the last three groups and all the finals, including Best Puppy in Show, Best in Show, Best Veteran, and I believe the Champion Stakes final as well. So we've got an exciting afternoon ahead. Thank you very much for staying on. We hope you're going to give them some support. And before we go on, I think we should recognise the hard work that's gone into mounting a show in these circumstances. And a big thank you to Liz Stannard, the Secretary, standing by me, all of her team. You know, it's always difficult to mount any show, but in these circumstances, it's extra difficult. So a big thank you and congratulations to them. And ladies and gentlemen, it's also good for us to see you here and get out and about and socialise. So stay safe but enjoy the afternoon. For those interested in knowing what's going to come later, the groups that we've had already over the last 2 days, from the toy group on the first day, we have a miniature pinscher. From the utility group, a Tibetan Spaniel. Yesterday the gun dog group was won by a Gordon setter, and the hound group was won by others, and enjoy it. Very shortly we'll be looking at the working group starting, and we'll be back with you shortly. Is everything in order? So, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to start with the working group. My pleasure to introduce the judge for the working group at Leeds 2021, a chow specialist. He's also been involved with Old English sheepdogs, Pekingese, Bouvier de Flanders, and Tibetan Terriers. He awards 50 sets of challenge certificates over 5 groups. Please welcome our working group judge, Mr. Rodney. Plant, the boxer, the bull mastiff, the giant schnauzer, and the Great Dane, the Leonberger, the mastiff, the Neapolitan, the Newfoundland, the Portuguese water dog, the Rottweiler, the Russian Black Terrier, the Siberian Husky, the St. Bernard, the Tibetan Mastiff, and from the any variety not separately classified, the Hovermart. So there is our full complement of best of breed winners. Our judge just taking a first look round the best of breed winners, taking the outline and proportions. It's often the outline that gives the first indication of good breed type, if it's the right shape for the breed. And coming to look at the first dog out for Judge Mrs. Corthelia Purdy, and she's chosen this dog number 4747 as her best of breed winner. This is the largest of the sled dogs, strongly built and developed to pull heavy loads over long distances. They're not a speed dog, they're a stamina and strength dog, as seen in the bone and the strong shoulders. Change of climate with this thick, dense double coat, and it's round we go. Our winning Alaskan Malamute, number mountain dog specialist Mrs. Flanagan judged 37 of them today, and her winner was this dog number 4792. This is one of the 4 national breeds of Switzerland, and they all come in this tricolour coat pattern, developed in the valley of Burn Valley, hence the name Bernese. It was used as a general farm dog, often pulling the milk carts to the station, and on national holidays in Switzerland you can see the Bernese Swiss national costumes, a great sight to see. Of course, the breed has become hugely popular because of their wonderful temperaments as companion and family pets. The Bernese Mountain Dog, number 4792. Now to Belgium and France, in the Low Countries, in the north of Europe, and the word Bouvier means cattle herder, and that's what they were developed to do. This one will be getting a specialist judge's view, because very heavily involved for some years in the breed was Rodney. They should be solidly built, and this dense matte coat, so dense you can't get your hands through it to touch the skin often. Protective coat, apart from herding cattle, have been used by the army and the armed forces. In the Second World War, there was ambulance dogs delivered.
Can we have all best puppy breeds to go for pre-judging to ring 22, which is
dog number 4860 as head best of breed winner. This is a German breed, dates back to the 17th century to an old German breed, Bullenbeißer, which was used for bear baiting and fighting. Not only is a tracking dog used by some of the armed forces, but great. The winning boxer there, 4860. Now, Mr. Ben Reynolds Frost judged 39 of them today. His winner was this bitch, number 4948. Going back to the 19th century, the Bull Mastiff was used as a gamekeeper's dog to ward off the poachers. They have to combine substance with athleticism. It's thought that the breed was developed from a cross between an Old English Bulldog and a Mastiff, which will... Our winning Bull Mastiff there is 4948.
This is the second court. This is the second court. This is the second court case. The working group to go to ring 22 for pre-judging, and all veterans in the working group to go to ring 23 for pre-judging. Both of these rings are just behind the best in show ring.
Now, we had a replacement judge today for Dobermans, but there were 41 here, and the winner is a bitch, number 4957. Another German breed, developed by a tax collector, Herr Louis Doberman. So if they didn't pay up, they let the Doberman. It's the largest of the pincher breeds. Squarely built, clean cut outline. They should possess substance with elegance. The winning Doberman there is 4957. To Bordeaux, sent forward from an entry of 38 by specialist Mr. Hamblett. His choice was this dog, 3-1. This is the French Mastiff, as the city of Bordeaux, the homestead for development here. It's thought that they were used for guard dogs, but also as fighting dogs. But they have in their ancestry some English Bull Mastiffs. During the French chateau, many of the dogs were killed along with their owners. In the early 20th century, an input of Mastiff from England helped them, and Bull Mastiff. And there is the... No. Mrs. Bradbury Hall judged 14 of them today and awarded best of breed to this bitch horses as a tracking dog. Originally developed to drive cattle to market. It's thought that there was some Rottweiler, Great Dane and Bouvier in the ancestry of the giant Schnauzer. Should be sturdy, good substance, good forecheck, and a crisp top coat and protective softer undercoat. There is the giant Schnauzer number 5041. Judged today 52 Great Danes, and his choice of best of breed don't be where it was used for, and there's still a body of people think it should belong in the hound group as a hunting hound. One of the tallest breeds in the world, but they have to have substance as well. And their temperament, they should want a fawn, the Great Dane. If you go to the town of Leonberg in southern Germany, on the town flag, a Newfoundland with us on the Alpine Companion, and here we have the Leonberger. And of course it is the colour of a lion, rich red fawn or sandy, characterised by the rich colour and a black mask, a combination of two breeds, but quite distinct now in its own right. There's the Leonberger, sent forward by Mrs. Rose, number 5109. For Ben Reynolds Frost. His winner was this breed, goes back to the 16th century. Still sometimes called the Old English Mastiff. Very substantial, but again should still remain athletic. Again, it was a gamekeeper's dog to ward off the poachers, and it played its part in the ancestry of the Bull Mastiff, which is a little bit lighter and a little more compact. This one, a fawn, also coming in brindle. In the early days, the poachers preferred the brindle, couldn't see them. A nasty shock when it came out. Now the unmistakable Neapolitan Mastiff. Ben Reynolds Frost had a busy day. He judged this breed as well, 6 of them here for him. He chose this dog 5147 as best of breed. This is a breed that goes back centuries, from the times when the road coming also to England. But this was the breed that they developed to lead the centurions into battle. And they would also lead the legions, often with a brass spiked collar to make them even more forbidding, and could do a lot of damage if they should have a lion-like walk, of exaggerations of too much skin. One of the challenges with breeding giant substantial breeds is to get substance, but for them also to remain. There we have now we go to the Newfoundland, Mrs. Sue Pollock-Hugh, judged 63 of them today. Her choice was this dog, number 5158. From Newfoundland, North America, where it was developed as a water dog, but then developed to be a water rescue dog. They're built fit for function because underneath that coat, which is an oily, weatherproof coat, there are big barrel ribs to give it lots of air room in its lungs for staying afloat. The substance, lighter foot, and should slight oiliness to their coat. Winning Newfoundland there, 5-1. And here is another water dog, but this one comes from Portugal. Developed to help fishermen pulling in nets, pulling in boats. And the clip you see it in here was a functional clip. You see it has a mane of hair over the front part of the dog, over its forequarters, clipped in its hind to give it propulsive power. So there, it's not just a fancy hairdo, it's functional. Interestingly, the Portuguese water dog was also used as a messenger dog, taken out to sea in the boats, and often sent between boats, swimming across with messages to the other amazing histories. This is the choice of Mrs. Johns for an entry of 20. Taylor. She chose this dog, number 5268, as best of breed. And this is a dog which hails back to the Roman Empire as well. It's thought that the Roman armies took stocks of live cattle with them to feed their troops in their campaigns, and they developed dogs to drive the cattle over long distances. And this was the origin of the Rottweiler. When they moved on, they left a lot of dogs in the have this cattle drover, but also now known as a guard dog, an armed forces dog, Rottweiler. Round he goes, number 5. Now, the very imposing Russian Black Terrier. Mrs. Newton judged 4 of them today, and her winner was this dog, number 5293. Going back to the Second World War, when the Russian government wanted to develop a breed of dog for rounding up escaped prisoners and fugitives from the army and the wars. Bouvier and some other breeds, the result is the Russian Black Terrier. A lot of bone and substance, a soft top coat for the show. Speediest of this, developed in Siberia, coming across to America and Europe. Lightly built, good length of leg, this wedge-shaped head, this team of Siberian outside at night, curling up, wrapping their tails around them to keep them warm. Siberian Husky, number 5379, the choice. And now the St. Bernard. Robin Newhouse judged 17 of them today, and he chose this bitch, number 5421, as best of breed. They come from the Alpine passes, where they were developed in a monastery of people which offered help and overnight accommodation to people travelling through difficult weather conditions in the hostelries of the monks. This was seen as a rescue dog for people who were trapped in snowdrifts, and a make famous by an advertising campaign of cognac and the claw. But you'd be very pleased if you were in a snowdrift and one of these came, especially with the brandy, I suspect. The winning St. Bernard. For the Tibetan Mastiff, 13 of them today, for Cheryl Pierpoint, our judge. She chose this dog, number 5432, as best of breed. An ancient breed from Tibet, where it was used to guard farms and the monasteries, and it's thought it was the patriarch of all of the Mastiff breeds. I thought that it might be a strong dog, large head, a tail curved over its back, and a thick, weather-resistant coat. They were often seen tied on chains in Tibet. They make very good guard dogs, as I showed. And today, it's number 5440. The name of it comes from the German word Hof, meaning homestead. This is a German breed which was developed as a general farm dog, guarding the stock, a herder, general farm duties. This one is a blonde, a golden colour. They come also in black and black and tan, quite unexaggerated. A silky top coat, a very mild and kind expression. There is a hoverbath representing a judge just walking down the line, reminding himself of what he found with his hands-on examination. Time to stand back and think what's in this group. The Alaskan Malamute, the Bouvier, the Boxer, the Doberman, the Great Dane, the other competitors have left the ring. Moving again. There's the book. Here comes the Boxer, 4860. The Doberman, set forward by Christina Chapman, 4957. The Great Dane, number 5057. With a fan club, obviously. The Newfoundland, 5158. The St. Bernard, number 5421. Session Mastiff, 543. Now one of these will be staying on a little longer at least to compete for best in show. Rodney Oldham, thinking hard. The winner is the boxer. In second place, the Newfoundland. Third spot, the Bouvier. It's a better mastiff to make the shortlist, but it's the boxer will be staying on a little bit longer. So big thank you to our judge, Rodney Oldham, for a job well done. Rosette's coming out with our secretary, Mrs. Stannard. I think clap of one more time, ladies and gentlemen. There's our winners, led by the boxer. We'll have one quick photograph for the group winner in the main ring. The others will be photographed by the Secretary's office. There's some interesting dogs. The Dog de Bordeaux, the Giant Schnauzer, the Neapolitan Mastiff, the Newfoundland, the Portuguese Water Dog, and the Rottweiler. Yes. They're just going over the Bouvier. The rest have been prejudged, joined at the end by the Leeds, the Greenland dog. You'll see this red and white dog at the bottom of the line, which is a sled dog. Protected by its native, preserve them and keep the board. Okay. In second place, the Alaskan Malamute. And for fourth spot, the Doberman. Thank you to all the other props staying on, but the Bouvier will be staying a little longer. All putting on a good performance. The rosettes are out, a lap of honour for our winning puppies, led by the Bouvier. quick photograph for the mantelpiece. Thank you. Host the Veteran Show. Decide Best Veteran at Leeds 2021. Well known to you all. Judge the Hound Group at our last crux, where his winner, the standard Warrior Daxon, went Best in Show. You'll all know Mr. Mark Picosa. No new ones to be examined, so they've all been pre-judged. Please welcome in the winning bay. The boxer, Steve Bernard. Get the judge's eye view of them. He's pre-judged them, he knows the order. It's the Rottweiler as best veteran in the group. The Alaskan Malamute in second place. Bouvier in third and Boxer in reserve, where there's an overjoyed and a fan club at the ringside, so there's something to stay on and support. Hero. The choice of Miss Donna Taylor, breed specialist. How old is he, madam? 7 years and 3 months. A great lineup of veterans, a great credit to pedigree dogs. If some of the knockers of pedigree dogs came to say, you have
Pastoral Group to the collecting ring now, please. We want to go straight on with this next group, so can we please out?
I'll get now, Frank.
We're just assembling the last few best of breed winners in the Pastoral Group.
This is the second call for all best of breed winners in the Pastoral Group. Please make your way to the collecting ring now.
and make it pass the record and you got good and you can say but you've had this busy day, haven't you, really? You do. Yes. And the Tibetans. Good. Shall I introduce the judge? Shall I introduce the judge? To help shepherds, all designed to do similar jobs. Dogs in the service of man. Our first dog up is the Australian cattle dog. Jeff Horswell judged 4 of them. The breed developed to herd cattle and guard ranches in Australia. Very important in the development of sheep and cattle. These are very agile. This one a blue speckle. They also come in red speckle colour. They need intelligent ownership. They're strong-minded dogs. Okay, the Australian cattle dog, 5449. Now the Australian Shepherds today, judged by Richard Kinsey. He judged 23 of the breed, and his choice was this dog, number 5471. It carries the prefix Australian in its title because it was thought that the origins of the breed, the first dogs were taken over to Australia by Spanish stockmen, and then some of this stock from there was taken to America, and the breed, the country of development, was America. Not only are they handsome show dogs with these rich colours, this one a blue merle, but they're also fit for function. Agile, athletic, still able to herd cattle and sheep. Round goes the winning Australian Shepherd, number 5471. A judge now looking at the bearded collie sent forward by Mr. Ballantyne, a breed specialist. He had 66 of them to judge today. The winner, 55-35. A native breed of Scotland, developed from the collies working in the Highlands. Relatively modern in its development. Although they carry this somewhat glamorous top coat, which should be hard and weather resistant, underneath there's quite a lightly built dog. Shouldn't be too heavy. They remain athletic. Should show some daylight underneath them. There is the winning bearded collie, 5535.
And we have all best puppies in pastoral breeds to ring 22 for prejudging. And all veterans in the pastoral breeds breeds to ring 23 for prejudging. Both of those rings are just behind the Western showroom.
The first of the Belgian Shepherd dogs forward now, and this variety is the Groenendael. Rodney Oldham judged 14 of them, and his choice was this dog, number 5557. The Belgian Shepherd dogs are divided into 4 varieties, defined by the colour of their coat. The Groenendael here would see black and sometimes rarely in grey. They all share the same standard. Quite a compact breed, almost square in outline, quite wiry in their build, brisk movements, light on their feet and very alert. There's our winning Groenendael 5557. The other one present is the Terrier. Jeff Horswell judged 12, and his winner was this dog, number 5574. And here we see the typical colour for the Terrier, this red fawn with some shading on it. There are 4 varieties. We're not seeing today the smooth, dense coated smooth, the Malinois, or the wiry coated one, the Lacanois. All sharing the same standard, only the difference is in coat. They're a breed which have been used by the armed forces as well. Highly intelligent. Quite light in their build and very alert. Our winning Terrier there is number 5574. And now from one of our biggest entries, the Border Collie, judged by Mrs. Mottram, from an entry of 77, which number 5603. Surely one of the most versatile of breeds. We've all seen the programme One Man and His Dog, this service of the Border Collie, and its great work and intelligence in rounding up sheep. But now hugely popular, not only in the showroom, but for obedience and agility and fly ball. They love a job of work to do. Highly intelligent, sensitive, the stealthy gait and carriage of the Border Collie, naturally lowering their heads as they accelerate. The winning Border Collie there is number 5603. And now here's a French herder, the Briard. Sue Pollock judged 25 of them today, and her winner was this bitch, number 5661. A breed which comes from the Brie area of France, where the cheese comes from as well. So 2 good products. The Briard sheep working dog. As we saw Mr. Reynolds Frost. The double dew claws on the back legs, one of the specialist breed features. Their tail should have a little crochet type hook at the end of it, and again a hard weatherproof top coat. Our winning breed there, number 5661. And now, one of the most attractive breeds, the Rough Collie. Judged today by specialist Mrs. Pryor, she's chosen this bitch, number 5699, from an entry of 78 Rough Collies. Very distinctive with its long, fine head, lovely almond-shaped eyes, semi-pricked ears, and of course, the breed made popular by the television series Lassie Come Home, showing their intelligence and their devotion to their family. But essentially, they're a working collie under that coat, must be fit for function, with free striding gait, the tail carried level with the back or lower. Shouldn't be overcoated, they should show their working functions. The winning Rough Collie there, number 5699. Now, the Estrella Mountain Dogs, judged by J. Peak today, two of them here for her. Her choice was the bitch, number 5793. Used as a flock guard and a herder. Comes from Portugal. Devoted to their masters, something of a one-man dog. They would live out all year in the mountains, companion and herder and flock guard. With the ears are turned back like rose ears, turned backwards, the breed features the ear crochet hook in the tail, which we see here. There's the Estrella Mountain Dog, 5793. This herding reindeer, this is what the Finnish Lapland used to do. The Lapland has some Spitz characteristics, by which I mean they have this wedge-shaped head, a protective outer coat, wrote this dog number 5811. A herding dog prison. And there is our winning Finnish Lapland, number 581. And now the German Shepherd dog. Mr. Smith, a breed specialist, judged 31 of them today, and his winner was the dog number 5821. This is a breed which has seen great changes in the last 50 years. The Germanic type, which is a different style of dog. This is the type of dog we saw in the 60s in this country, several of them going best in show at Crufts. And today, number 58. Now on the table, the Hungarian Puli. 16 of them here for Rodney Oldham. His winner was this bitch, number 5861. Used largely for herding sheep and popular with the herdsmen. distinctive by these the corded coat, which becomes corded as it matures. As a puppy, it has loose flocks of hair, and then they fall into natural cords. Underneath all of that, they're quite wiry in their build. They're not heavily boned. They're solid, but quite light. Light on their feet as well. They've got this brisk gait, tail carried over the back, relatively square in their build, their neck moderately long, and their head is quite light and small for the size of the dog. So nimble are they, so light on their feet, that they used to be able to get from one side of the herd to another by jumping on the sheep's back and running across the backs of the sheep to get to the other side as a shortcut. That's not just folklore, it's true. There is the Hungarian Pooley, number 5861. My secretary companion sitting at the table has just said to me, couldn't you just love this dog on the table? And they do. They have this wonderful expression from those ears. It is a Hungarian Pooley. And they share some of the ancestry of the Hungarian Pooley, which we've just seen, but a very different type of coat. They were also herding dogs, longer in the leg, loose flocks of hair, tidied up for the show ring. They're highly intelligent and active. I've seen them working in agility and obedience, and I'm sure they make endearing house pets. Irresistible faces. Now, today's winner is number 5881, coming from an entry of 16 for Howard Ogden. Quite squarely built, shouldn't be too heavy in bone. Now, as our secretary says, couldn't you just love that dog? And we could. Well done. Thank you very much, our Hungarian Pooley, 5881. Our judge, Ben, just looking at the Lancashire healer on the table. Richard Morris judged the Lancashire healers today, 11 of them here, and he chose this dog number 5886. Now, being a little bit tentative in this big ring atmosphere, this is a breed which is called a healer because it was used to nip the heels of cattle and drive them onwards. It's thought that it was developed in the towns of Lancashire and developed from a crossing of the Welsh corgis, which used to drive the cattle and sheep from North Wales into Lancashire to the abattoirs. And the other parentage is the Manchester Terrier, hence the colour, the black and tan with the little thumbprints on their legs. But he's being just a little shy in hiding his charms here. So, he might be more settled on the floor. There is our little Lancashire healer, number 5886. This one, a black and tan, they also come in liver and tan. And to show the parentage and their relation with the Manchester Terrier, they carry a thumbprint on the tan, a thumbprint, a black mark in the shape of a thumb on the tan of the front legs. And now he's beginning to get alert. Our Lancashire healer, best of breed, 5886. now forward the Norwegian Bullhounds. There was a change of judge for the Norwegian Bullhounds today, and Jeff Horswell took over, and his choice for best of breed is number 5898, a dog. Native of Norway, where it was used as a herding dog. Quite light in its build, good length of leg, Spitz characteristics in the pricked ears, wedge-shaped head and the tail. This one a Wheaton. We'll see them also in black, and black with a white collar. Very alert. Our winning Norwegian Bullhound, number 5898. Now the distinctive features of the Old English Sheepdog. Nice entry, 37 of them today for specialist Mrs. Anne Sutherland. Her winner was the dog number 5940. Now, Old English Sheepdog. Well, it's thought that there might be a bit of folklore in the origins of the Old English Sheepdog. It's thought that some of the Scottish herding breeds were part of the foundation, was developed in the southwest of England, and they were also used, apart from driving sheep, they were also used on cattle. So the Old English Sheepdog doesn't tell the whole story. Distinctive shape with this crisp and white coat, weatherproof and crisp to the touch. There should be a rise over the loin, accentuated by the grooming of the coat over the hindquarters, so what looks like a bulge of hair is, there should be a rise in the loin under that, and under the coat a fit for purpose dog with big ribs, a strong skull and foreface, and should cover the ground well. The Old English Sheepdog. Polish Lowland Sheepdogs were judged by Robin Newhouse. His choice for best of breed was this bitch, number 5962. Very popular in its native Poland, not only as a herding dog, but as one of the most popular house companions. Loyal and devoted to their owners, as we see here. Again, the weatherproof coat equips them to protect them when working. A strong skull and foreface. And most essential is that they cover the ground with economy. Long strides, maximum coverage with minimum efforts. And holding that top line, just dropping the head lower as they accelerate. A typical feature for many of the pastoral breeds is the lowered head carriage. Now, one of the most majestic of the breeds in the Pastoral Group, the Pyrenean Mountain Dog, used as a flock guard and would often work alongside the Pyrenean sheepdogs. This was the guard dog. Developed to work in the Pyrenees, in southern France, northern Spain. Good length of leg. This white coat, which may have some blaireau markings, a little colour in it, and a beautiful calm expression. said to the head shape of the pyridine is like that of a great bear. And for a tall dog, we want something which is light on the feet. They shouldn't be cumbersome, shouldn't be too heavy. There should be a lightness about them. And one of the breed features is that the hook in the tail, which when they're fully alert, will come right round and make a wheel shape over the back. There is our winning Pyrenean mountain dog, number 5990. And now the Samoyed. John Pennell judged 41 of them today, and his winner was the bitch, number 6013. The herding dog of the Arctic regions. Again, fit for purpose with their weatherproof coats, furred ears, and their feet should be like snowshoes to help them deal with the frozen landscape. Rather flat, open feet with fur between the pads to give them protection so they didn't get frostbite. Wonderfully alert expression with those sharply pricked ears, the darkly pigmented eye rims and nose. Give it striking appearance, and again light and nimble and covering the ground well. Our winning Samoyed there, number 6020. Now on the table, the Shetland sheepdog. 91 of them here today for Mike Vincent, and he chose this bitch, number 6090. The Isle of Shetland, the Shetland Isles, have produced quite a few small animals. The Shetland pony, a special breed of sheep, and the sheepdog, small island, needing small breeds, less pasture. So here, this blue merle, this silvery blue colour with tan markings to set it off. The Shetland sheepdog should be light on its feet, a nicely moulded head, although there are some features of the rough collie in miniature. They're quite different in their head style, not as long, gently moulded foreface and a clean outline. There is our Shetland sheepdog, the blue merle, number 6090. Now on the table, the Swedish Valhund. 10 of them here from Mrs. Harris today. She chose this bitch, number 6151. A dog of the Vikings, from the Viking era. And it's thought that they were brought to England in those times. Another theory says that they were taken to Wales and the Corgi played some part in the development of the breed. But however, this is a ancient Swedish breed, sturdily built, must have some ground clearance, not too low to the ground, sturdy bone, the tail carried over the back. We see on the, just behind the shoulders, the shaded saddle markings, the harness markings on the Swedish Valhund, a breed feature. Our Swedish Valhund there is number 6151. The first of the Cardigan Corgis today. Stuart Mallard judged the breed, and from 22 entries he chose this bitch, number 6176, as best of breed. It's thought that the Cardigan Corgi, the one that she's always had a tail, and the longer body of the varieties, was the original first Corgi, developed before the pen. Again, they were healing dogs, healers. They could nip at the heels of cattle and sheep to drive them forward. Watchful expression, larger ears than the Pembroke, and a longer body. They used to be called the Welsh yard dog because measured from tip of nose to the tip of the tail was said to be the measurement of a Welsh yard. This one, a brindle with white markings. Our winning Cardigan Corgi there, number 6176. Now on the table, the Pembroke Corgi. Tom Johnson judged 34 of them today. His winner was this dog, number 6181. This one, a red and white and the natural bobtail. The breeders have worked hard to get the tailless gene, so they were traditionally docked, but that is now illegal. However, the breeders have developed the gene for natural bobs, as we see here. Not as long in the body or as large in the ear as the Cardigan. Our judge now looking at the winner of the any variety not separately classified today. This was the Maremma from Italy, a breed which used to have challenge certificates standards in England, but the population fell, now rebuilding. The breeders working hard to get the breed going again in this country. We have our representative today. The winning number 6213. Give it a big round of applause. Representing its breed today, and now from the import register, and the import register consists of breeds which are developing in this country, developing their numbers. They don't have breed classes yet. And here we have the white Swiss Shepherd. Hugely popular in Europe and America as show dogs and as companions. It's thought that they hail back to white German Shepherds. White was a banned colour in German Shepherds, but they did. And a few of them were sent to America, and it's thought that those white German Shepherds sent to America founded the ancestry of this breed, now recognised as a separate breed. Again, used for herding livestock, sheep and cattle, highly intelligent, and there's our white Swiss Shepherd.
Sorry, am I right in your...
A big group of pastoral breeds here. I gave you a bit of misinformation on the Cardigan Corgi. I had the wrong number here. The correct number for the Cardigan Corgi is 6159, and it's a dog. So sorry about that. And shortlisted the bearded collie, the border collie, the Briard, the Finnish Lapland, the Old English Sheepdog, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, the Pembroke Corgi, and the Shetland Sheepdog. And there we have our shortlist for the Pastoral Group. Well done to you others. Having a good day. Down to 8 dogs now. You might be sending them across and back, so time to give them your support. Here comes the bearded collie. There's the border collie. The Briard 5661, and there's the reindeer herder from Finland, the Finnish Lapland from Lapland. The Old English Sheepdog, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog, Shetland Sheepdog, and finally the Pembroke Corgi. The boards have been called for, man of decision. One of these staying on another hour or so to compete for best in show. Where's the hand going to point? The Border Collie wins the group. In second place, the Shetland Sheepdog, and a very happy owner. In third place, the Lapland. And for fourth spot, the Pembroke Corgi. So well done to the others. It's a delighted and rather stunned looking handler for the Border Collie there.
He always looks like that, they've said, behind me. So rosette's going out. Big thank you to Ben Reynolds-Frost, our judge. And lap of honour time, please, our winning Pastoral Group.
Here, the Border Collie.
Quick photo call here for the winner. Only the winner will be photographed in here. The others are going outside near the Secretary's office to have their photographs done.
You know this is it's like, you know, well, it's gone now. I hope it's of course I like 15 minutes. I might be late like
Shaki!
It'll be awkward now.
Shot!
Yes.
Shaki! Shot!
I'm doing a back to front.
And it's a quick photograph. One for the records. Too many helpers here. Okay, congratulations to the Border Collie. We'll see her later, competing for Best in Show.
Same procedure, ladies and gentlemen. We'll look at the puppy group now in the pastoral breeds. We're just assembling them. Please welcome back our judge, Mr. Tom Mather. There are two which need to be examined in here, the rest have been prejudged. Please welcome them in now, led in by the German Shepherd dog and the Swiss White Shepherd, the Australian Shepherd, Bearded Collie and Border Collie and Briard, the Rough Collie, the Pumi, the Norwegian Bullhound, the Old English Sheepdog comes next, the Polish Lowland, the Pyrenean Mountain Dog, the Samoyed and the Shetland Sheepdog. And our judge is now looking at the German Shepherd dog. The handler otherwise engaged. so it couldn't be in the two places at once.
This one is a bitch puppy, number 5846.
Great testament to their characters, just all relaxed at home in the big ring. It must be the first time for many of them. We've all been shut away from this pastime for the last 18 months. There is our German Shepherd dog puppy. (5833), and now the white Swiss Shepherd. Number 6215, the white Swiss Shepherd, coming from the import register. But round they go, the rest of the puppies to be seen here. The boards are ready, they're coming out now. Man of decision. Now, who's staying on? Who's the best of these pastoral puppies today? The bearded collie wins the Pastoral Puppy Group. Very popular win there. In second spot, the Shetland Sheepdog. Good day for the breed. Second in both groups and both blue males. Well done. The Norwegian Bullhound comes out next. And the Border Collie. Well done to all of the others. I hope it's been a good experience for you in this big ring.
At Harewood, a handshake and a rosette, and finally a lap of honour. Round they go, please.
Round they go.
Where cameras are coming for a quick photograph. Very nice photograph of the bearded collie, looking at a picture there. So we'll be seeing the bearded collie competing later.
Yeah.
Mr. Mather. We'll see him again later too.
We're ready for the veterans. Welcome back, Mark Kakoza. There are 2 veterans, I think, to be seen. And they are going to lead in the veterans. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog comes first, and then the Samoyed. And then the Bearded Collie, Border Collie, the Briard, the Rough Collie, the Pooley and the Shetland Sheepdog, the Cardigan Corgi, the Pembroke Corgi, and the Whitesville Shepherd.
Can all best of breeds in the Terrier Group make their way to the collecting ring now, please? Thank you.
Ones that don't ring too.
5952, the Polish Lowland. The Samoyed 6011, a bitch. Remember, all of the rest have been prejudged. The boards are coming in. The Polish Lowland Sheepdog, best veteran in the Pastoral Group. In second place, the Briard, third spot for the Border Collie. And in fourth place, the Samoyed. So, well done to all of you. Thank you for representing the veterans.
In the big ring here. And now it's lap of honour time. These pastoral breeds enjoy moving. Let's see them go. photograph for the mantelpiece again,
that
I'm
white
sure.
tint behind it that keeps sending the focus nuts.
Now we're approaching the final groups for Leeds 2021. We hope that you
Just hang on and see the last of the groups and the climax of the show, the best in show judging. Nice afternoon for sitting out after 18 months of lockdown. Now we are ready for the Terrier Group. Let me introduce first of all the lady who's going to judge it. Well known to you all, she's had champions in 4 groups. She's judged all over the world, and indeed one of her greatest moments was judging Best in Show at Crufts. Please welcome our Terrier Group judge, Mrs. Jill Peake. And in come the dogs, led by the Airedale Terrier, the Australian Terrier, the Bedlington Terrier, the Bull Terrier, Miniature, the Cairn, the Chester Terrier, the Dandy Dinmont Terrier, the Smooth Fox Terrier, the Wire Fox Terrier, the Glendale, the Irish Terrier comes next, and the Jack Russell. The Kerry Blue comes next, the Lakeland, the Manchester, the Norfolk Terrier, and the Norwich Terrier. The Parson Russell Terrier, and the Scottish Terrier, and the Skye. And the soft-coated Wheaton Terrier, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, the Welsh Terrier, and the West Highland White Terrier. And there is our full complement of terrier breeds for JP. Our first breed forward, the Airedale Terrier. Mr. Connell judged 22 of them today.
And his winner was this dog, number 6229. Not far from his origins, while we're here in Harewood Park. The breed was first shown at Ockley Show, just along the road, and it was known in its early days as the Riverside.
Was used for keeping down water vermin around the riverbanks. Like all of the terriers, they are used for keeping down vermin, some of them going to ground in burrows. There is the winning Airedale, number 6229. Our judge now going
over the Australian Terrier, sent forward by Murray Armstrong. An entry of 7. The best of breed was the dog 6252. And this was
was responsible for keeping down vermin on the newly made ranches and settlements in Australia. They come in sandy and red and blue and tan, low to ground, could dispatch vermin with their strong jaws. And our judge now going over the Bedlington with its distinctive shape, the arched loin.
Again, we're not far from Bedlington, the town of Bedlington in Northumberland. Our judge is just looking at the pads to see that there's no cracked pads, which was an ailment they had years ago. The breeders have
got to get rid of that. A linty coat. It said that they look like a lamb but have the heart of a lion. This mincing, light, lifting gait, maintaining its arched loin on the move, but a long foreface and big teeth. These are breed requirements. And now on the table is the miniature bull terrier. 17 of them here today for Tom Johnson. His winner is this brilliant white dog, number 6413.
The miniatures share the same standard as the bull terrier. The challenge being to get all the same
features in a smaller scale. The bull terrier is a mixture of terrier breed and the bulldog, and a distinctive feature, this egg-shaped head with this strong down face and slightly Roman nose. Great characters and great companions. There is the miniature bull terrier number 6413. Cairn Terriers here today for Howard Ogden. He chose this bitch number 6442 as
best of breed. Absolute natural terrier. Gets its name Cairn Terrier because of the outcrops of rock where it used to hunt and keep down the vermin. The Highlands of Scotland.
It's quite light in its build. Medium length of back, medium length of leg. Light and athletic, with a rascalish expression. They're full of character. Crisp outer coat. There is our winning cairn, number 6442.
And we have all best puppy breeds in the Terrier Group to ring number 22 for prejudging. And all best veterans in the Terrier Group to ring 23 for prejudging now, please.
Our judge now looking at the Chesty Terrier. Peter Bakewell judged an entry of 7
Today, his winner was
his pitch number 6474. A relatively modern breed, as its name suggests, developed in what is now the Czech Republic, used to be Czechoslovakia.
and it comes from a crossing of the Sealing Terrier and the Scottish Terrier. Has features of both, but it has a very unique shape in this rise over the loin. It's also unique in the fact that of the many terrier breeds which are hand stripped, this one
is clippered and its coat is silky. The distinctive outline
carriage of the Chesty Terrier, number 6474.
What are you doing?
Our judge, looking at the Dandy Dinmont Terrier, another sent forward by Peter Bakewell. 22 of them here, his choice was this dog, number 6486.
He gets his name from a Walter Scott novel, Guy Mannering, and in that novel
one of the landowners had a terrier which was weasel-like in shape. One of them was this mustard colour, another one was pepper and salt. That character's name was Dandy Dinmont, and so this is from the border regions. This terrier hails the Walter Scott region, and it carries the name, the Dandy Dinmont Terrier. This weasel-like body with a little rise over the loin, tail carried like a scimitar. Great characters, the Dandy Dinmont Terrier.
Thank you.
The Fox Terrier on
the table is the Smooth Fox Terrier from an entry of 15 from Mr. Connell. He chose the dog 6517 as best of breed. Its name
its original function to go to earth after fox, often carried in the saddlebags of the huntsman. When the fox went to earth, the Fox Terrier was put down to dispatch them. Said that the Fox Terriers should look like a short-backed hunter. Short in the back, high set in the tail, and this long, clean head with very strong jaws to equip it to do its job. And here's the same in the wire-coated version. The Wire Fox Terrier, Howard Ogden judged 13 of them and chose this dog, number 6520.
It's said that the Fox Terriers are always on the tiptoe of expectation, always alert, always ready to go. Sturdy rib cage.
That wire coat takes an awful lot of work to get the Wire Fox Terriers looking like this. But in the 1940s in this country, believe it or not, it was one of the most popular breeds. And winning Best in Show many times because of its smart appearance and showmanship. Several have gone Best in Show at Crufts. The markings are called hound markings, basically a white background, black and tan. Markings allowed on the head and the body. The winning Fox Terrier there, the wire version 6520.
smitten.
And now something completely different. From Ireland, the Glenavy Mall Terrier. Patsy Hollins judged 4 of them. Her winner was the dog number 6532.
This was a dog designed to go to ground after badger and other vermin, and it's strong. It's a very sturdy dog with strong bone. It is
Top line, slight rise to it. A strong skull and foreface. These half lifted ears. Full of character. Very independent, but devoted to their owners, and a weatherproof top coat. It's said that the legs are slightly bowed, the front legs, and it's said that this shape allowed them to draw the badger out when facing their adversary. Now on the table, the Irish Terrier. 17 of them here today for specialist Mrs.
Connell. She has chosen this dog, number 6536, as best of breed. There's a raciness about the build of the Irish Terrier. They're judged on the table, and the judge just checking the pads, another important feature, as with the Bedlington.
This rich red coat,
Sorry, sir.
the only colour we'll see the breed in.
Used to be called the daredevil of dogs. It was always raring to go. Great companions for humans, but could make a fierce adversary for other dogs. There is
Winning Irish, number 6536. And now a breed which has become increasingly popular over the last few years since it gained Kennel Club registration. The Jack Russell Terrier. Specialist Heather Turner had 39 of them to judge today, and her winner was this dog, number 6568. The Jack
Russell has existed for centuries. Since Parson,
the hunting parson, Jack Russell, had some fox terrier type dogs, some of them with longer legs, some of them with shorter legs. The little Jack Russell here is a more recent development with the Kennel Club and developed in Australia. But dogs of this type have been in the United Kingdom for centuries. The little Jack Russell there, number 6568. The Kerry Blue, now forward, has been sent here as best of breed from an entry of 13 by Judge Patsy Hollins. Her winner was this dog, number 6597.
a native of Ireland. The name tells us a lot. It's from County Kerry and it's blue in colour.
A soft, silky coat. They're born black and gradually change to blue. Any shade of blue. Full of terrier spirit with his long, lean head, short back. And here's the Lakeland Terrier now. Mrs. Connell judged 16 of these today and chose this dog, number 6611.
As best of breed. The Lakeland Terrier was a generic terrier of the Lakeland Fells, each valley having its own type. And then the breeders got together
to make a standard and to standardise the breed. But they can work on the fells and the rocky outcrops, keeping down vermin. They're a short-bodied dog. The head strong rather than long. It's a strong foreface. Smart with a crisp protective coat. There's the Little Terrier, number 6611. I judge now looking at the Manchester Terrier. 17 of them here today for Paul Richardson. He chose this dog, number 6626, as best of breed. Now, if you want a terrier but don't want all the trimming, this might be the dog for you. The Manchester coming in black and tan. Distinct markings on the muzzle, over the eyebrows and on the legs. A distinctive outline with the rise over the loin to a low set tail. And on those tan markings on the front legs we see distinctive thumbprint mark. A black thumbprint, a prized breed feature. There's the Manchester Terrier. The Norfolk Terrier on the table comes from an entry of 28, sent forward by Miss Pierce, breed specialist. She chose this bitch, number 6650, as best of breed. They're a breed developed, as it says, the Norfolk County, but also in Cambridge, where it's thought the origins of the breed came from. The suburb of Crumpington, outside Cambridge. They are one of the smallest terrier breeds, low to ground, compact and cobby, but full of terrier spirit. And on the table, a close cousin, the Norwich Terrier. 16 of them here for Mr. Connell, and he chose this bitch, number 6681, as best of breed. The two breeds, the Norfolk and the Norwich, used to be shown as one breed. After a lot of debate at the Kennel Club and with the breeders, they were finally separated in the 60s. And one of the defining features that we have here on the Norwich Terrier, the pricked ears. There are many other similarities. The cobby body, the crisp, weatherproof coat, a strong skull and muzzle. A lot of substance, but they still have to retain that walking ability with a strong jaw. There is the winning Norwich Terrier, number 6681. And now another breed developed by the hunting Parson Jack Russell. This, it is thought, the longer leg terrier, was the original type he had. They are longer legged. They were developed to go to ground after fox. They have some fox terrier in the background, but quite different, with a shorter, stronger skull. They have a slight arch over the loin and a lower set tail. Essentially a working terrier, completely unexaggerated. They come in the wire coat, a smooth coat and a broken coat, which is a mixture of the two. There's our winning Parson Russell, number 6722. "34 Scottish Terriers today. The winner here is a bitch, number 6750. A lot of substance under this coat.
a long,
strong head, punishing foreface, strong bone and big ribs. Many of the Scottish Terrier breeds are related and share the same ancestry. The Scotty carrying black and brindle and wheaten. It can be quite independent and stubborn. This one's striding out well and giving her best there. That's the Scottish Terrier 6750. All shapes and coats in the Terrier group. And here is the longest of the breeds, the Skye Terrier.
Alan Stevenson judged 15 of them today and chose this dog, number 6800. From the Isle of Skye.
Said to have played its part in the development of many of the other Terrier breeds. A strong foreface and skull. This one with prick ears. They can also come in a drop-eared variety. Strongly boned and sturdy under that coat, and should retain its level top line on the move, carrying its tail level with its back. The shadings on the coat. There is the winning Skye Terrier, number 6800. Yep. And now the soft-coated Wheaten Terrier. 37 of them here today. This is one of the untrimmed Terrier breeds. It should remain natural. The
name of the breed tells you two things about it. It's soft-coated and it's wheaten. The standard asks for the colour to be any shade of ripening wheat, and the coat should be soft and silky and fall in loose waves or loose curls.
strong skull and muzzle, and they should stride out. They're a breed of moderation, nothing exaggerated, clean striding, alert, and round she goes. The soft-coated Wheaten Terrier, number 6816. And now the biggest entry as usual in the Terrier group, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier. Sean Watson judged 110 of them today.
He's come over from Cyprus to judge, and good to see you, Sean, sitting at the ringside here. Here's your best
Big winner, the dog number 6898. So that the Staffordshire Bull Terrier developed in the Black Country north of Birmingham, near Dudley and Stafford, a mixture of bull breed and terrier breed. And notice the collar and lead, it's the breed that is shown traditionally on an ornamented collar. The brass decorations on the collar include the Staffordshire knot, the symbol of the county and the symbol of the breed.
And now on the table, the Welsh Terrier. Murray Armstrong judged 12 of them. His winner was the Bitch 6968.
In the 20th century, they were hugely popular in its native Wales. Almost every household had one, keeping down the vermin in the early days. Nowadays, like many of the terriers, their function and their job has vanished, as we don't We have different types of vermin control now, but this is what they were. There is the Welsh Terrier, number 6968.
And now, the last of our terrier breeds today, the West Highland White Terrier. 37 of them here today for breed specialist Mrs. Pat Edmondson. She chose this dog, number 6996.
As best of breed. Again, one of the more popular of the terrier breeds as household pets. It's thought that the West Highland White Terrier originates from the lighter coloured cairns. One of the breeders in Scotland in the late 18th and early 19th century keeping white cairns, and then they were used to develop a different terrier, sturdier in the body than the cairn, and always this white coloration with dark pigmentation. The winning West Highland White Terrier there. And there is a look round, reminding herself of what she found when she examined them on the table. She'll peek. Now going to make a short list. In comes the Airedale Terrier and the Australian Terrier. The Smooth Fox Terrier comes in, and the Wire Fox Terrier. The Kerry Blue. The Scottish Terrier comes forward. The West Highland White Terrier, and there is the shortlist. Thank you all viewers. I'm glad you had a good day.
Good for your tail up now, we're moving.
7 in the shortlist in the Terrier group. There goes the Airedale Terrier. Time to show them your support, ladies and gentlemen. The Riverside Terrier originating not far from here, number 6229. Then we have the Australian Terrier, 6252. And then the Smooth Fox Terrier. The Smooth Fox Terrier number 6517, and the Wire Fox Terrier, we see now, 6520. The Kerry Blue Terrier, number 6597. And then the Scottish Terrier, number 6750. And finally, the West Highland White Terrier. The number there, 6996. 4 places. The boards are coming out. They won't have long to wait to compete for best in show, but we're going to be. The Airedale Terrier wins the Kerry Blue. In 3rd place, and for 4th spot, the Small Fox Terrier. And well done to all of the others making the shortlist there. It's the Airedale, we'll stay on a little longer. You know, the rosettes are coming out first, please. The rosettes are coming out from our secretary. Now, the Airedale can lead us off for the lap of honour. The winning the Airedale Terrier.
It's just gone, yeah. Yeah, I just see it coming up. It must be people just using their phones. What are you going to do? You just I can see you want to do an edit of the best in show. Make sure you're recording it so it can just go straight up. Oh no, yeah. See if it picks up the puppies.
For the Terrier puppies now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back our judge, Tom Mather. And I think there's just a couple to see, to be examined. And they're led in by the Small Fox Terrier, the Norfolk Terrier, then we have the Airedale coming in, the Border Terrier, the Cairn, the Wire Fox Terrier, the Jack Russell, the Kerry Blue, the Maitland Terrier, the Manchester Terrier, and the Scottish Terrier. The Sealand comes next, and the Skye Terrier, soft-coated Wheaton, the Staffordshire Bull Terrier, and the West Highland White, and the Irish Terrier. A little bit random in order, but they're all ones at the front, the Small Fox Terrier, the Norfolk, and the Welsh Terrier. The short body, short back and high set tail, this clean neck into shoulder line, and this long punishing foreface with neat ears. Smooth Fox Terrier, number 6. The Norfolk Terrier on the table is a dog puppy sent forward by Miss Pierce, and her winner was the dog number 6652, best puppy in the breed today. Short cobby body, have to retain some ground clearance. One of the challenges for the short-legged terrier breeds is to get freedom of action when they're low to ground like this. The winner in Norfolk there is 6652. And now on the table, our Welsh puppy, a bitch, number 6968.
Run back up to Karen and upload it.
Their very composed performance from the little Welsh girl. Testament to their temperaments. Here they are in this big good testament to their sound and their wagging tail there. Yeah. There is our little Welsh Terrier puppy, number 6968. Interesting to see them in their early stages. Look at the little, down the line at the little baby Sky Terrier, a real baby
there, but the shape for the future.
I've got wheat, please. Veteran. I've got wheat.
Getting tense in here, Mr. Mather. We're waiting for a decision now. The boards are coming out. This will be the last of the puppies to go forward for Best Puppy in Show. And the winner is the Smooth Fox Terrier. The Smooth Fox Terrier is number 6517. In second spot, the Airedale Terrier, 6230. The Kerry Blue comes into third place, number 6599, and finally the West Highland White Terrier,
number 6976.
Well done.
There's the Smooth Fox Terrier staying on a little longer.
absolutely full of alertness. As we say, the tiptoes of expectation. Use your ears, Tom. Use your ears, yes. And a very alert Airedale. So well done. The rosettes are coming out for the terrier puppies.
I've just done it.
Round the go, lap of honour.
The winner, the Smooth Fox Terrier, number 6517, the Airedale 6230, the Kerry Blue 6599, and the West Highland White. There we are, 6976. Well done.
Quick photo call for the winner, then he'll have time to catch his breath before he comes to compete for Best Puppy in Show.
Can you give that to Kirsty and that to her to put the catalogue in and everything? Could she send me back Jill Peaks that are there? So they go so fast.
There you go, Peter. Yeah? Are you going on?
Yeah, we can start making
And finally, the veterans in the Terrier Group. There's only one to see. Please welcome back Mark Kokoza. And here come the Terriers, led in by the Glenavermal veteran, the Border Terrier,
The Jack Russell Terrier, the Norfolk, and the Norwich, the Parson Russell veteran, the Skye Terrier, the Staffordshire, and the West Ham. Many of them have trimmed coats, testament to the care taken by
to perfection. Sadly, many of the Terrier breeds now
into the vulnerable category. So breeds which are falling in numbers and falling in popularity. Perhaps one of the reasons is the maintenance they take, which is a great shame, because I think we should do all we can to maintain our native breeds in particular. I think the boards have been called for. The Parson Russell Terrier and the soft-coated Wheaton, and then the Border Terrier. So that's a lovely lineup for Mark Kokoza. And a very happy Parson Russell.
wagging his tail there. And the sun coming out. Lovely picture there. We're having one picture of the winning veteran here. Are we having a picture for the winning veteran? Are we going to do a lap of honour first? We have to get the rosettes. You've got your rosettes. Would you like to lead them? Would you like to lead them round in the lap of honour?
There you are. Let them enjoy the moment. There is our winning Terrier veterans. And what a smart picture they make. Thank you, Mr. Kokoza.
Can we have all 7 group winners to the collecting ring now, please?
I'll have a word with you sometime. I want to talk to you about something.
Now we're approaching the finale for Leeds show. 7 group winners, 7 best puppies, 7 best veterans. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's a very special occasion today. Not only is it Best in Show Day, but for our Best in Show, the first time that he's had a remarkable all time. They produced an amazing 56 Pekingese champions. He's also bred and French Bulldog breeders' achievement. A real dog breeder, a real dog man. Please welcome our Best in Show judge at Leeds 2021, doing his first Best in Show at this level, Mr. Bert Easden. There's the judge, miniature preacher. The utility group, gun dog group, saw the golden setter winning. From the hand group, it was the Pharaoh hand. From the working group earlier today, the boxer led them all home. In the Pastoral Group, the Border Collie. And just a few moments ago, the Airedale Terrier. So there are the 7. Just walking down the line, taking the... Looking at their forehands, their heads and their expression. Just looking at dogs in their natural stance. And then forward to see the table dog, the winner of the toy group. Sir Robert Dunlop judged the toy group. So just having a diva moment there. Just a little bit a shaped head. And the UK standard as to a high-stepping hackney action. The utility group was judged by Patsy Hollins, and her choice was this Tibetan Spaniel. One of the said to have some sacred qualities, a talisman, a lucky charm for good health. Gordon Setter, who won the guns. This is the heaviest in Scotland on the Duke of Gordon's estate. With selective breeding, we now see it only in shiny black lustrous body coat. There is the Gordon Setter. One of the features of all the setter breeds is lashing tail action. Setter. The hound group was judged by Mrs. Viv Phillips, and she chose this Pharaoh hound as her winner. The ancient sighthound of Egypt. Silhouettes like this are seen on the tombs of the pharaohs. Distinctive outline with these large ears, a look of elegance about them. So prized were they by their aristocratic owners that when they died, often the pharaoh hound we saw the working group early this afternoon, judged by Rodney Oldham. His choice here is the boxer.
Hugely popular in the show ring. But even more so as a family companion. They're great.
I've judged just attracting him to show the use of his ears and his expression. There is our working group winner, the boxer. Round he goes.
Ben Reynolds-Frost judged this group earlier.
A breed which is free from exaggeration, absolutely fit for function, and various functions too, not only herding sheep, highly intelligent and very successful in the field of obedience
and agility.
There we have our Pastoral Group winner, finally our Terrier Group winner, the Airedale Terrier. In his home
territory, first shown at Otley Show, which actually
takes place next week on Tuesday, so there's a bit of history there. Judge just feeling the texture of the coat, the lay of the shoulders.
It's not just about presentation, it's about make and shape, conformation, which gives them the equipment to move well.
And just getting the dog to use his ears. And out he goes. There's our Terrier Group winner. There you are. Now, settling into the job, the miniature picture. And he's going round to see the profile in action, style of movement. And round he goes. Obviously at this stage, all the exhibits should be pretty close to perfection for their breeds. Sometimes it's the performance and the presence that just catches the judge's eye and earns them the prize. There's the Gordon Setter. And very happy slashing that setter tail. A Hound Group winner, the Fairer Hound. Round he goes. And boxers are always up for fun. There goes our working group winner, the boxer. Round she goes. Show. Gordon Setter wins Best in Show at Leeds 2021.
It looks a rather stunned and shell-shocked handler for the Gordon Setter, and the same can be said for the Border Collie handler. So congratulations to both of you. Well done to all of the other group winners. But there you are. I think it's been many years since the Gordon Setter has won an All Breeds Championship Best in Show win.
Right.
Now, enjoy the moment. The photos are going to be taken later.
And now it's, and there you are, a wonderful picture, two lovely dogs. And ladies and gentlemen, with our judge, now, from Best in Show to Best Puppy in Show. Recover to get the dogs lined up outside. we can introduce our judge, Tom Mather. He's ready to go. Welcome, Tom, for the final moment for judging Best Puppy and Show. Now, Mr. Mather has judged all of the puppy groups. He's seen them all before. It'll be a matter of performance and having a quick look at them again to refresh his memory. And I think we are nearly ready for them. Again, the miniature schnauzer from the utility group. From the Gundog group, the Hungarian Vizsla. From the Hound group, the standard long-haired Dachshunds. From the Pastoral Group, the Bearded Collie, Smooth Fox Terrier. Now the diminutive Pomeranian. So fine and dainty, buoyant on the move. What personality, what assurance at this young age and this diminutive size. There is our winning toy puppy, the Pomeranian. As smart as paint, this miniature schnauzer. Round he goes, the miniature schnauzer toppling the utility puppies. And here's the aristocratic look of the Hungarian Vizsla. Round he goes, the Gundog puppy winner, the Hungarian Vizsla there. Note the standard long-haired Dachshunds. Solid and sturdy and with that thick matte coat. Round to go. And here, wonderful assurance and courage in all of these puppies, for many of them the first time in a big ring like this. The Bearded Collie. And here is the Smooth Fox Terrier. Had a long day, but still showing on the tiptoes of expectation. The boards are coming out. It will be Best Puppy and Show at Leeds 2021. The highlight of their career so far. And perhaps the start of the stage of the stars. Who's the winner? The Smooth Fox Terrier! Best Puppy and Show. Runner-up, the standard long-haired Dachshunds. Lovely. Lovely lineup, and congratulations to Mr. Mather on his... Now, you might as well see them for one last time today. I'm sure we will be seeing a lot of them in the future. The Smooth Fox Terrier and the standard long-haired Dachshunds. Now, the ring is clear. We are ready for Best Veteran in Show. Welcome back our judge, Mark Kokoza. He's judged all of the veteran groups this week. So, for many of you, you're seeing them for the first time, for the early, from the first day. The leader from the utility veterans, the Cocker Spaniel, from the gun dogs, the standard long-haired Dachshunds, from the Hound group, then the Rottweiler from the working group, the Polish German Sheepdog, and the Parson Russell Terrier. And another lovely lineup of quality dogs. Chance to see them strip their stuff. There's the pug, the typical row behind quarters. Small but substantial. And very happy, devoted to the owner. Give it a big round of applause. There's our little pug veteran, winner of the toy veterans. And the Tibetan Terrier, our judge himself, past owner of Best in Show winning Tibetan Terrier. The utility veteran, the Tibetan Terrier. And there's the Cocker Spaniel, a wagging tail, the merry cocker. One of the breed features, the temperament and non-stop tail. And here's another. And now, out and back, the working group veteran, the Rottweiler, rounding the pastoral veterans, there she goes with and the workmanlike Parson Russell Terrier, best functional working terrier, free from exaggeration. There is the little Parson Russell, the terrier veteran. The reserve spot, the Polish Lowland Sheepdog. So well done to all of the other terriers.
So a big thank you to Mark Kokoza for his judging. Run round.
Off you go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for staying on to witness the finale of the show. We hope you've enjoyed your day, at least today. We hope you will have a safe journey home, and very importantly, stay safe, and let's hope we'll see you next year. Thank you all very much. It's been great to see you.
Right.